Today I'm going to talk about why would you want to have a baby? If you know my story, then you know that my husband and I took the decision to conceive extremely seriously. We sat down with a counselor 4 months before we ever even started trying to conceive. We were really invested in our relationship and wanted to have the tools that would help us transition into parenthood successfully. So with that came the huge milestone question, why do we want to have a baby? And this is what I want to present to you today. Why do you want to have a baby? Not many people actually stop and take the time to think about the why. It oftentimes is just the next chapter in someone's life, and so they just know, well, I got the job, I got married, now I guess it's about that time. Maybe you have family that is continuing to ask you, when are you going to have a baby? But not necessarily the friend who's tapping you on the shoulder asking, why are you going to have the baby? One thing I like to remind clients is that a baby solves one problem, having a baby. That's it. It's not going to increase your self-esteem. It's not going to improve your communication. It's not going to make you a better person. In fact, you better make sure that you have all several of those things in check before you're ever trying to conceive, because a lot of the process is so emotional that it can affect your relationship. Now, many people will answer that having a baby is fulfilling some of their life purpose. I absolutely understand this. It seems like part of us, when you desire and long for a baby, that it's hard to imagine a future that's satisfying without actually completing that goal. While that is a beautiful and lovely thing to want, it's a great, awesome thing to want a baby. If you are hinging all of your self-worth and your purpose and your fulfillment in this life on having a baby, that's a lot of pressure to put on a precious little bundle of joy. It's just not their responsibility to make us happy and fulfilled and bring us purpose. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. Love trickles down from generation to the next generation. And what I mean by that is all of the love that you want to bestow on this child, this legacy that you want to fulfill in your own life, it really is a matter of giving without expectation. When you're truly giving of yourself, and let's face it, parenthood makes you selfless, then that selfless act has to be totally granted without any expectation of what it has to return. In doing so, we can't say, I have to have this baby in order to feel happy, joy, fulfilled, purposeful, or loved. We can't put all of that pressure on that one thing. One way to think about it is we have a void, right? A void where a child would fill that void for us. That's healthy and normal, and absolutely, if that is your desire, I totally understand that feeling. But the longer things go on, the more that we build it up to place our personal worth, our personal fulfillment and desires and hopes and dreams all on this little bundle of joy, we increase the size of that hole. This void is now this big, when originally all a baby can fill is that much, right? And so having a baby only solves one problem, having a baby. It can't fill in this excess. That's on you. And so one thing that I help clients with, and we do here at Readiness Counseling, is examining that gap between what a baby can bring to your life, and a baby can bring a lot of joy, but also a lot of challenges, as well as the things that you have within your grasp right now to live a fulfilling, purpose-driven life right now. So when you think about that big why do we want to have a baby? I want you to think beyond what a baby can do and what you're doing with your life, your self-care, your self-worth, and how you're able to give without expectation, whether it's to your child or the people around you. That's a life worth living. For more information, please visit our website, subscribe, tell your friends, and follow us on social media.